The Carolina Panthers look to win 2 games straight for the first time in over a year this Sunday against Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals. In this pregame breakdown, I'm going to give you the top storylines, a few things to watch, offensive and defensive overviews, and we're going to end with what I think the key matchups are. Let's get right into it.
I'm from the foe, you dig?
Welcome to The Way I See It. I am Jamario Rashad. This is a Carolina Panthers and Charlotte Hornet fan channel. I bring you fire content each and every day, so go ahead and hit the subscribe button and join the team. We are here for a long time. So going into this Sunday, a few of the top storylines that I'm sure the media is going to eat up, whoever does focus on these two teams, is going to be the battle of the former Heisman winners, both from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield and Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray came in just 1 year after Baker Mayfield, also won the Heisman, broke all his efficiency records, yada, yada, yada. This is about the NFL. Now, since being in the NFL, Kyler Murray has beaten Baker Mayfield 2 times. He is 2-0 against Baker, showing that he so far has been the better quarterback, the more efficient quarterback, and he's looking to prove that again this Sunday. And I look for my Panthers to stop that. Now, the third thing going into this game is local or Panthers fans nationwide know that we have beaten the Arizona Cardinals 6 straight games. They have not beaten us in years. We have been absolutely dominant over this team, leading all the way back to us absolutely dragging them in the playoffs on our way to the Super Bowl. So with that being said, we're looking to establish that same dominance that we had while not allowing Kyler to stay dominant over Baker. And finally, J.J. Watt hasn't played this year. I don't believe he is officially listed as questionable for this game. So the media loves Watt. That is a lot of people's favorite player. So him coming into the game, I know he'll be looking to make a big impact, even though he's been on the downside of his career for the last few years. So that is just something to look out for. Now, other things that I'm looking out for. Will DJ Moore bounce back? If you are on Panthers Twitter or just in the Panthers verse online anywhere, you'll know that there's been a lot of discourse around DJ Moore and him. Some saying he hasn't shown up this year, and those like me saying no, Baker just is trash and he can't get him the ball. Now, this is going to be the 4th game of the year. I don't believe DJ Moore has eclipsed 100 yards just yet, and with Laviska Shenault's performance last week, he actually has more yards in just one game, a one-game performance than DJ Moore has in 3. So looking to reestablish himself as our dominant number 1, get back on track to get a 5th or 6th straight 1,000-yard season with a 3rd straight or with a 4th quarterback is something that we're looking out for. Now, Derek Brown is somebody that if you watch the channel, you know I am very, very hard on. I am driving, or I have been driving, the bus wagon for this guy. I have been disappointed in him for the first 2 years of his career, but through 3 weeks, he has been pretty solid. I didn't like week 1, but week 2 and 3, Derek Brown has been absolutely dominant. He's been graded very high through Pro Football Focus as a top 10 D tackle. He's actually he's been very disruptive in the backfield. So I know when to if I can dish out a lot of bull junk when I talk about him, I can give him credit. So Derek Brown looking to stay hot. Hopefully he can get in the backfield, disrupt Kyler, do not let him have any pockets, any time in the pocket. Allow him to look like essentially how Baker does back there. Give him the happy feet, and I think Derek Brown can disrupt enough to bring that to you. So can we force turnovers? Now, last week in the 3rd week of the game, one of the storylines was going in that we were the only team in the league that had not yet forced a turnover by any of the teams we faced. Fortunately, that has changed. We actually got 2 of them last game. We had 2 interceptions. Both Derrick Brown and J.C. Horn got interceptions against the Saints. So that's as well as the fumble recovery. So we got one good game, but we got to make sure that we can keep that train rolling. We do not want to go back on the side of the we do not want to go back on the side of the spectrum where we're getting stops, but we're not turning the ball over. We're not giving the offense any short fields, and the defense is doing their job, but they're not helping to make the offense's job any easier. So we have to continue to force these fumbles and make sure that Baker Mayfield, as trash as he is, does not have to do more than enough. So moving on. For a offensive perspective, we have to take care or take advantage of what has definitely been a struggling Arizona Cardinals defense this year. They are 23rd in total yards allowed. They're allowing 383 yards per game. That is close to the bottom of the league just one off from the bottom fourth of the league. They are 30th in passing yards allowed. That alludes back to me saying DJ Moore, this is a game for him to absolutely get off. I don't understand if this defense has been struggling against whomever they've played in the past. If they're going against DJ Moore today, there's no reason why or on Sunday rather, I say, that he shouldn't be able to get at least 100 yards. I need to see him be targeted at least 10 times. That's been the biggest drawback, and my biggest frustration is, okay, we could talk about him not being productive, but he hasn't been targeted, and when he has, Baker has thrown it in the dirt. So we need to take advantage of this Arizona's defense that has been struggling to protect or defend against the pass and get DJ Moore back on track. So hopefully that momentum we had last week, we can continue it into this week and onward. And finally, rushing yards. I hope to see Foreman get some yards this week. If you saw my Laviska Shenault video that I posted, the shameless plug, go check that out. I said that he could be Cordero Patterson 2.0, and I would like to see him in the backfield. I do not believe that Ben McAdoo is that creative, nor do I believe that would be installed mid-season. That's just not something that I have any faith in. So I would love to see we went out and got Foreman for a reason. I saw what he did behind Derrick Henry. He's a big guy. He's a power back. I think that is what we've needed behind McCaffrey for a long time. And I want to see him take more snaps over Chuba Hubbard this week. And I would like to see them take advantage of a defense that against the run is not terrible, more so middle of the pack, but let's not allow them to lock in against us. Now, as far as a defensive overview, we need to keep Kyler Murray on the same struggle that he's been on this year. So he's right in the middle of the pack in terms of QBR, right at 49%. 49 on a scale of 1 to 100. So that's, again, right at the middle of the pack. So he's 15th in total. They're 15th in total passing yards. So that means that J.C. Horn, Henderson, Dante Jackson, all these guys are going to have a lot of opportunities because they do air the ball out in this spread system, and there's going to be a lot of opportunities for plays to be made, alluding back to my turnover comment that I made as far as things to watch. Now, in terms of passing, they're 12th, middle of the pack. Now, rushing, James Conner is listed as questionable as of right now. This video is being recorded Friday before the game. Not sure if he's gonna play, but he and also Rondale Moore and a few other people all throughout this offense are listed as questionable. So they are primed to be taken advantage of by a defense that has been hot as of late. So we cannot let James Conner be the touchdown machine that he usually is, even though I have him on my fantasy team. I know y'all know how much of a struggle that is, but I don't need him to do good this week. But yeah, lock up. We have to lock down James Conner. And you'll see in one of my key matchups what I have to say, what we have to do in terms of with Kyler Murray. So, like I said, key matchups. Young second-year phenom J.C. Horn against Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Brown is third in the league in receptions as of right now, meaning he is highly targeted. He has not been plagued with the same drop problems that he had in Baltimore so far through 3 games. with the Arizona Cardinals. With Rondale Moore being questionable and we're not sure if he's going to actually play, there's going to be a lot of attention funneled to Hollywood Brown, and I would like to see J.C. Horn take on him one-on-one, mano-a-mano, and just pretty much take him out of the game like I know he's plenty capable of doing. And if we're able to do that, it just comes down to, I'm going to skip the middle, and it just comes down to that third matchup right there. Shaq Thompson against Kyler Murray. Now, I know most of you were saying, how is a linebacker against a quarterback, or some of you may know. Now, Kyler Murray is one of the scrambling quarterbacks in the league. He is quick to tuck and run, and Shaq Thompson is, he is our fastest linebacker. I would like to see him used as a spy. As I said, if Derrick Brown is dominant the way he has been over these last 2 weeks and he collapses the pocket, forcing Kyler Murray to scramble, we need somebody to spy him, somebody fast enough to not always get beat to the edge, and also a sure enough tackler, Kyler's small, but a sure enough tackler to make sure that once he gets hit, he goes down. And I think Shaq Thompson is the linebacker that we could use in that role this week. I know we have Damian Wilson in the middle. I have not watched enough on him or seen enough in these 3 weeks to pick him for this matchup, so that's why I picked Shaq Thompson to be the spy against Kyler Murray. And finally, I know we're going a little bit out of order. I'm going to take your attention to the middle. Ekwonu, a rookie that I have been harsh on this year because he has struggled mightily at times, but this week he is going against a soon-to-be Hall of Famer if he does return. Like I said in the top storylines, J.J. Watt is going to look to come in and make an impact in his first game of the year. I'm pretty sure they're going to slide him up and down the entire offensive line. But with Ekwonu being a rookie, I think this is the most important and the most interesting to talk about. If he can get his bones against a future Hall of Famer on the back end of his career, although that doesn't mean he's doing it against, like Chase Young or somebody like that, it still gives me confidence to say that he is improving, that by the end of the year he should be a lot more solid than what he is right now. And if we can hold J.J. Watt down, I believe that will be enough to hopefully give Baker a little more time back there to make some better decisions this week, where I won't have to clown him like I've been doing over the past few weeks, man. So with that being said, that is my preview. What do you all think? Go ahead and comment your score predictions down below. If anybody hits it right on the head, I'll some type of prize. I'll figure out what it is, but it got to be in before this. As you can see on the ticker below, man, I am almost to 100 subscribers. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I will do a $20 giveaway to somebody that is subscribed and has commented. And with that being said, I look forward to this game Sunday. Panthers people, I am out. I am Jamario Rashad. This is the way I see it. Peace.